Okay, welcome back. This is UGZProductions. Welcome back to part 9 for Batman Arkham Asylum. So in this episode, we are going to be in the Penitentiary. And yes, I finally pronounced it right. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start out in this little area over here and take out some henchmen as soon as we enter this building. So what I want to do is take the left path, go down this area, but the other way is locked. And so if you head around this path, what it leads you to is that if you just keep on going right instead of to the left right after we get these little Joker teeth. There is a Riddler secret in here. What you want to do is environmental scan on the mirror, and then that solves the riddle in this room. See if there's anything over here. What? Oh yes, there's a Riddler trope in here as well.
What do you call someone
Because they sometimes put Riddlers in
three-quarters
here.
of my riddles? A Batman.
And so now this door is just going to scan us real quick. Who we are. And there's a bunch of screams in here, so this is going to get really annoying so fast. You know. So yeah. The door's going to scan us open. Now we're in the Green Mile, and we're going to have another encounter with Poison Ivy.
Please, you've got to help my babies.
I'm really not interested in a bunch of flowers, Ivy.
They're in pain, crying for help.
Just stay where you are. Last thing I need is you running free.
Poor children. I'll save you.
Alright, so now we have to go to this next room after facing Poison Ivy. We're going to have to deal with her again later on. Not in this part exactly, but later on in the walkthrough. Now over here, Aaron Cash is in here, one of the security guards, and if you scan the door, window, that's the Riddler solved. So now here is Quincy Sharp.
Harley! Ah! You have to help me.
Ivy? Gee, you look like crap. Maybe I can sneak you some shampoo.
The plants, can't you hear them? They're crying out to me in agony.
Yeah? Well, I really don't have time for this.
Please let me out. They'll die without me.
I don't know, Red. You're not on Mr. J's party list. Oh, well.
Please!
What the heck? I'll cut you a break.
That turns out to be a terrible mistake later.
That feels so much better.
Because of Harley Quinn's ignorance.
She's a good kid.
I could watch those two all day. What a riot! And speaking of riots, here's a bit of civil unrest I cooked up just for you.
Then all the insane prisoner psychos set free. The literal insane.
He's taken control of the security overrides. I have the sequence generator, but without the terminal in my office, it's useless.
Your terminal has been destroyed. Give me the sequencer.
What? Oh, yes, of course. It's useless. Half the code won't get you anywhere. We're trapped in here.
No, we're not. Okay, so now we got the sequencer, pretty much.
There's always a way out. Always.
And that allows you to unlock certain areas that are closed off by just like hacking into the network, then it just breaks off, and yeah. Here's the first time. What you should do to activate this is that you use the left and right control sticks on Xbox and PS3, and you have to make it as green as possible. If you make the green on the left, green on the right, that unlocks the door.
Oh, good
So
idea.
that is how that works. And so now we are going to head back to this next area and find that everyone's missing. And then one of the insane psychos just like comes out of the room. they're not that hard to take down, but if they like, get on you, they are bad luck because they drain your health. If you're playing on hard, then that you have to worry about that. Darn it, skipped it by accident. I didn't mean to. Anyways, there's like electric shock, and you have to go up here to take out some henchmen. Like, if you hear those alarms, get the henchmen knocked out, because that activates a little gun place where you can get some emergency weapons just in case needed. And you do not want the henchmen having control over the guns, because as you know, they can kill you faster than just like a punch. So over here, I'm gonna take out some more, and then this henchman is trying to get into the emergency weapon control. And since that gate's been opened already, that's pretty much just try to keep them away because you don't want them to get the weapons. So now that we've taken all those, Harley Quinn just escapes again.
Huh. Well, it won't be so easy trying to catch me.
Alright, so now we can... Now if you scan this like a little rifle over here, that is a riddle over this room. And I hear some Joker teeth around, so you want to get the points off that. We're about to get an upgrade. And that's just a Zaz interview tape that we just recovered. And now you want to use a sequencer over here, and that like de-electrifies the entire place. And as you can tell, we are able to get a new upgrade.
Deactivated.
Because the floorboards deactivated. What I normally like to do is I like to get all the combat stuff first, but this amplifier, you want to get the sequencer stuff first because that can be really useful, and if you get it as soon as possible, you can do like more of the extra stuff faster than you can just wait. If you don't want to backtrack as much, try to get certain stuff, it's very handy to get the upgrades out of the way for your specific weapons. Okay, so now over here you can tell a couple of the psychos around here, and they're insane. Okay, so if I'm gonna scan this room, it's the calendar man. As you can tell, of all the dates on the walls from the calendar, you can tear them off. Now, in one of these rooms over here, there's a Riddler trophy. Well, right there, pretty much. And now you want to head into this next room. We're here, about to get into another action part. And in this area, we don't have any access to it. So you just want to head straight. And Harley Quinn's in here, as well as 2 security guards that are basically hanging up against acid that can kill them. And it's electrified too. Now you want to use the sequencer against this thing over here, like right next to the window. Luckily it's not timed right here, but it will be. Just a heads up. And then the electric gate comes down, and what you want to do is use the batarang, and that knocks him down. Now over here there's another place you can sequence, but it's pretty hard to. So you, and then over here it's deactivated, so what we want to do is that you want to use the sequencer against this to basically hack into it to de-electrify the second gate. And there's a guard hanging right there, so you want to knock him down. And there you go, he's knocked down. And then she basically shortens the time for you to where if you have like a minute left, you have 30 seconds. So she takes 30 seconds off your time. And so you want to use the sequencer against this last thing. And this is pretty hectic since you're basically like kind of panicked. You want to get out of here as soon as possible. That's why you don't want to mess up too much around here. As you can go back right here, freak out. Now that the gates are down, everyone can escape, and then Once you leave, it blows up pretty much,
Oh, I thought we were both gonna
and you
die
can't have
in
access in there
You're safe now.
for
there. You going
another
after that
time.
crazy witch? I saw her heading out of the door as we got out of the room.
She won't get away. I'll stop her and then her boyfriend.
Good. Listen, I'll go try and get the ventilation system working. If you find her, don't go easy on her. From me. I thought that was it.
Now there's some Joker teeth over here. You want to get rid of them too. Now if you go over here to the control room,
No idea. He saved our lives. That's all I need.
she's pretty much gone. And over here, they're pretty much, it's just a ruler tape, and it gives you some points too, so you want to collect it. And now you can use the sequencer on this, right here. Then, I really forgot what happens with this one. But, for the meantime, let's just leave this room, because we have nothing really need here anymore. And then there's another psycho right here. Yeah, this place really isn't the longest place. It's not as long as a medical facility. Like, this, pretty much this whole part is just a
Come on.
penitentiary.
Getting tired?
Can't pronounce it right.
Ooh, you're getting warmer.
She basically deactivated that electric barrier, so you can head to this next room.
You're right on target, Fat Brain.
And here's some psychos around here, pretty much. Then over here, this is Two-Face. As you can tell, because that's the riddle. Like, a lot of the times the riddles are just blatantly obvious of what they are. Other times you just have to figure it out. And then a psycho just drops to the roof. Little grate in the ceiling, of course. You want to use that clock here so you can head to the second floor, and then there's a sequencer place where you can like deactivate another electric barrier. Then over here to the left, there's a way you can deactivate. No, if you break the wall, then you can get like a Riddler trophy in one of them. Now let's try to deactivate this. Hacking into it. And then the electricity just goes away. And like over here, you can get those if you want to. Probably get them later. Not really too much of a concern for me. And here's like the main action place.
Excellent. I'll leave it to you then, my dear.
Sorry, I was cutscene, that's why I just paused mid-sentence. Then like a bunch of henchmen are gonna appear. You have to be careful because like some of the floor will be electrified, so you have to like switch in between where you're at because you don't want to get electrified, because that pretty much kills you. You just want to stay away from that. So when electricity goes away, not like that, because it got shocked. Not a good idea. You want to take out this next round. There's like 3 or 4 rounds, if I remember correctly. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Let's turn up the heat. Anyone want to try bat wings?
Bat wings.
Ooh, that's better.
Now there's one of those taser guys. Be careful. Good combo set. The thing that's really funny is that you've probably seen it before. It's like Batman can use his little taser thing against him, against another henchman to like knock him out with a taser. We had to quickly go up here because we don't want to be electrocuted. That was really lucky. I almost got electrocuted again for staying up there. There's one of the taser guys. Another combo. I personally like the B plus Y combo the best, and the best time to take him out is when you use the when they have a knife,
I'm on my way now.
because the stunning, you
Change
sometimes will
plans,
forget it,
kiddo.
of course.
But I tried my best.
Sorry, but there is no prize for second place. I'm afraid you're off the party list. Better luck next time.
No.
So smooth, Joker. That's your girlfriend, you just like uninvited her.
Die, you big ugly bat.
Then what he does is grabs hold of her and then stuffs her into a little cell, and then she like starts crying.
Hey, hands off the merchandise.
And then after this, you get an achievement. It's about 50
Why?
gamer score. It's pretty cool.
Why the smiles next to certain names?
You're the detective.
If you haven't played
you
it before,
tell
of course.
me.
Since I've played it before, I've beat the game 100% on Xbox. For achievement-wise, and 100% in general. Now we're gonna stuff her into a cell.
You won't find Mr. J. He's in the secret lab in the gardens and... Oh, crap.
Yep, I know.
Damn. Well, he'll get me out. You'll see. Yeah.
She's just stupid, since she just revealed the location of where Joker is. And where his lab is. So she technically brought this against herself.
Oracle, I'm done. Harley is subdued, and I have her print scanned.
So you can find the secret lab in the gardens.
Yes, Harley's been everywhere on the island, so I'm calibrating the scanner to only show prints that have traces of chlorophyll.
Okay, listen, be careful. I rerouted a Wayne Tech satellite to show thermal scans of the island. The gardens are showing up hot. Something bad is happening there.
Okay, so in here, you hear some Joker teeth, and then here's where you need to go to the Botanical Gardens after this. And then here is the map of secrets in this place.
You have given and taken my map. I hope it proves useful.
And we're ready to get another upgrade. And then this is the only one you can use this sequencer on. And it's really cool. That's in the Riddler trophy area. So now we're going to get the second little sequencer upgrade, since it's really handy. Like, the sequencer is pretty handy weapon, you know, or not weapon, a tool. I just can't talk today. Words are hard. Never forget that. Okay, use an environmental
You are
scan
beginning
on
to
the little
impress
ice
me, Batman.
building,
You may still reach a level just below my
then
genius one day.
activate it. Then you want to use the explosive gel against the little wall,
Hey, bro.
so it blows up. And then there's an Arkham Scan 6, so you want to scan that. The story of Arkham, that is. The gel is always in the shape of a bat.
Why don't you get out of there?
Then Harley Quinn freaks out again because you managed to escape her little prison. She wanted to trap you in a prison like her, so you'd have the same fate. But nope, Batman has a way to escape. She's not too bright at which one she puts you in, since there's a way out.
Just to warm up that, and to be
And there's some
fair to the
Joker
little
teeth, so
scamp,
make sure you
she
get
did
that.
an okay job. Let's call it a B+. But between you and me, I'm aiming for the A grade. More of these cows, and I'm creating my own personal arm.
Okay, so now we're ready to escape. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple more riddle puzzles as soon as we get out of the penitentiary. Yeah, every time I keep on trying to pronounce it, like, okay, how do I pronounce it right? Happens every time. So now then a prisoner tries doing weird stuff to us. Let's leave as soon before this psycho tries being insane. Too insane. He's already insane enough, that's why he's here. Let's take out another psycho. Head up the stairs. And then go to detective mode, and then there's a question mark you need to line up correctly, and that is a riddle. Hey diddle diddle, here is a riddle.
Sees a dribbling fool barking at the moon, or maybe just purring like a kitten. Do
What am I even doing?
walk up to them, put your arm around
Pulling the explosive drill. It's like a disco move.
before you ring that.
Okay, since we got this upgrade, now we can get in here faster. And there's like 2 riddle things in here. First one's a riddle trophy, and the second one is a riddle puzzle. You just have to do environmental scan on the like lazy guards, pretty much. And that's pretty much going to do it this episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Adios.